Hello, everybody, all my friends and new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Uh, it's maybe you can see or hear. It's raining right now, and that's why I'm out here on the back lanai of our house. Uh, so I did my last video was about my comedy show that I used to do in Austin, San Antonio, at comedy clubs. If you didn't see it, go and watch it. It's not that long, but it's pretty funny. I think you'll enjoy it. So take a look at it. Uh, it's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days. We get a little bit of rain. It usually doesn't last too long, but today this has been going on for about an hour, and my dogs are all upset about it. Uh, that I don't know why. Just that I guess that thunder that scares them. Not so much Apollo or Pepper, but Lily and Butter hate the rain. uh, well, today I want to talk about how in the world did I decide to do comedy. Uh, Most of my life, I've enjoyed being able to make people laugh, even a little kid. And in high school, I took speech classes, and my teacher, we had a student teacher one time, and she was real pretty too, just going to the University of Texas, and I was just a young high schooler. But she noticed something about one day. She said, "Barry, can I see you for a little bit?" And okay, sure. And so she said, "Barry, when you get up there, you have the attention of every one of the students. They were just sitting there anxiously awaiting what you're going to do because you always keep doing funny ones. So can you please do a serious one for your next one?" I said, "Yeah, okay, I think I can do that." But and then when I was in the Navy, I used to listen to a lot of different comedians. I have all their records, and I memorized their routines. And then I'd do that for the guys there on the line, on the aviation line, and I'd put my own spin to the things, but I'd do that. And they always like that. They say, "Do that comedy show," and so I'd do it for them, and they'd like that. Uh, I've thought about trying to be a comedian, uh, but after I got out of the Navy, I went to the University of Texas and got involved with a lot of things there. So I kind of put that aside. And then later on, we got some comedy clubs in Austin. And well, I was sitting around. I was married then. I had 2 kids, uh, 2 girls. And I just got too involved with work and other stuff. And but we'd gone to the Laugh Stop. It's a big comedy club in Austin a few times. And after I'd gone on I got a job with the Air Force, a civilian job as a production management specialist. And Plus, I was going to graduate school too at the same time. Uh, so it was after that 1 year, I decided I better stick with this job I had, and I was very good at at being a production management specialist. I solved a bunch of problems that they were having, and then after I was at GS11, after 3 years working there, and but I just something was missing in my life, and I said, "Damn, I miss kids. I miss working with kids because I'd done that a lot, uh, and I was very good with kids too." Uh, so I just decided, hell, I'm going to go back to school, get my teacher certification, and become a teacher. So while I was going to school, I started doing different kind of odd jobs. I noticed a ad in the paper. They were looking for workers and entertainers for the Texas Renaissance Festival. Texas Renaissance Festival is yearly in October and November, uh, and it's a big thing. You get thousands of people there each weekend, and so I hired on with the games section. The guy that owned the games, I went and interviewed with him, and he hired me, and I was going to be run the night school, the KNIGHT night school, get it? Which was a little obstacle course, and it was fun. And I dressed up as a jester and had black tights and a colorful little outfit on, and turns out I was really good at it. The guy, first time they would come and somebody would come and pick up the money about halfway through the day, and I had so much damn money in my little apron thing I had, and he really liked me. So I was thinking that I do things like, "Me lords and me ladies, gather around as Squire Jackie is challenging Princess Mary to a battle at the night school." And I'd get the kids running, lined up out there, and then a lot of drunk adults. They would want to race their friends, uh, both men and women, because they sell beer at the fair, and so I was doing really good. Now it's down in Magnolia, Texas, down close to Houston, so it's only Saturdays and Sundays. So drive down there, and when we had our little section where all the games workers would camp out and sleep, so I set my tent up there and we'd go down Friday night and come back Sunday evening. But it was a lot of fun. After the fair closes at night, for all the workers, they keep one of the beer gardens open. So I would go and drink with my friends there. So one night I was sitting there drinking beer, and I went up to get me another beer, and there's a woman sitting there and said, uh, all of us women workers here all voted you as having the best butt in the fair. Because when I would go and show them how to do the obstacle course, there was a thing I had to go climb over and climb on stuff. So my butt was sticking out there. But the women said I had the best butt of the fair workers. I thought that was pretty funny. Those blight tights, I guess. So that got me interested in entertaining. And so back at home, they had advertising for people for the funniest man and funniest person in Austin contest. And I said, oh, I don't know much about writing up comedy material, or it just kind of comes naturally. But so I sat down and I wrote out, 7 minutes long. That's all it was supposed to be. That's all you get on stage. And there's do it over several, I think 3 weeks. And a lot of people signed up for this. Most of them have been doing comedy around in clubs before. Me, I've never heard of me. But I practiced in front of the mirror, and my first wife went with me the night we were up. And I got there, and there was going to be 10 of us, comedians. And then you have 7 minutes up there on stage. And I was the 10th one of the night. And so I had to wait all this time. All the other comedians did their thing. And I was a little bit nervous. I wasn't even sitting with my wife. I was getting up and walking around and kind of going over my routine. And so the final one called my name up. I went up there and I did essentially most of what I have on this video that I did last few days ago. And wow. Man, they were loving my stuff. I was getting last big applauses at the end. After I got off, the show was over, and so some people were going to leave, and they said, "Oh, you were really funny. You're a funny guy." And the other comedians came over and said, "Hey, you need to start coming to open mic night on Mondays and work your material out there." They all agreed I was a funny guy. And so I started doing that. And I'd go there, and I met another guy. He and I were friends, became friends, and he said, "Hey, let's go to San Antonio to the big club they have there in San Antonio." And I said, "Okay, let's do that." It was like on a Wednesday night. We drove down to San Antonio, and they liked my material too down there. So everybody was telling me that I should go to LA or to New York, and I could get discovered there. And I thought about it for a long time, but that means I had to leave home, my family, and go off and search for day jobs and work on my material at night. So I just decided not to do it because then I'd got my certification, teacher certification. And my first job was down in Eagle Pass on the Texas-Mexico border. And so I just kind of, well, my audience has changed. It's going to be the young teenage kids. And I used a lot of humor in my class. One of the classes called me profe. I said, what do you mean? He said, we think of you like a professor. Use big words. But they loved my as a teacher, and we laughed a lot in my classes. So that's how I did it. It was scary, but once I did it, and I got that kind of applause and laughs and advice, I just still did my comedy, but it was their teenage students time. So that was it. I had thought about doing it here in some of the comedy clubs here, but I don't know if they let me do it in English. So I haven't done it. Anyway, I'm retired. I don't need to order. All right, y'all have a great day. As I say, it's raining. Oh, let me show you. My angel trumpets are doing great. Look at that. And no, I'm not going to give any of them to you guys to eat. They're hallucinogenic. And if you do eat a leaf, you're going to go through about 15 hours through La La Land. That one scared me. Damn, that was a loud one, hit close by. Hello, hello. Where y'all been? You can go in there. You can go up in there. Oh, well, I'm sorry about the interruption. But have a great day and take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your pets. And adios, amigos and amigas. And we'll see you again tomorrow.